You may be wondering, is this part of a game? No, this is the entire game. Love Letter is a game for 2 to 4 players that plays in about 20 minutes. So it's a tiny bag that plays in about 15 minutes. Can a game like that really be any fun? Definitely yes. Love Letter is a quick game of deduction. You're trying to play your cards just right and figure out which card every other player has. There are 8 characters, a total of 16 cards in the deck. Whoever has the highest card at the end of the round wins, or whoever is left in the game and is still alive wins. Now, before you click away, I hate games where you get out of the game. I do not like the feeling of, well, I'm out, I'm gonna sit here for the next 30 minutes while you guys finish the game. The beautiful thing about Love Letter is that the game plays in about 15 to 20 minutes, but each round is only about 2 minutes long. Meaning, if you get out of the round, you're maybe looking at a minute of sitting around, and you're still enjoying the experience of watching what other people are playing and how they're going to play because it is so quick. So, how does the game actually play? Each player begins with 1 card. On your turn, you will draw a second card. From your 2 cards, pick 1 card that you want to lay, and you take that player's ability. Each character has a different ability. Some of them are guess what another character is. If you guess right, they're out for the round. Switch cards with another character and force them to give you their card, and you give them the card remaining in your hand. The thing that I love about Love Letter is that anyone can play it. I'm talking about anyone that can read can play this game. If it's a middle schooler, if it's your parent who doesn't usually like games, anyone can play this game because it really will play in rounds of 2 to 3 minutes, and you can really play as many rounds as you want. Usually people are having a really good time and are happy to play for 15 or 20 minutes for the whole game. Love Letter is really nice because it doesn't require your heavy-duty thinking cap. It's one that there's a little bit of strategy and there's some thinking in it, but really it's just a fun game of trying to figure out what other players are based off of the cards that they're playing. It's a game that's really good because if you're waiting for someone to come over to play a game and they said, hey, I'm running 10 minutes behind, rather than sit there for 10 minutes, you pull out Love Letter and you can have a very quick, fun game of Love Letter while waiting. In summary, Love Letter is just a really fun game. I'm amazed that for a 15-20 minute game, it lets me feel clever. It lets me decide what cards I want to lay and make good guesses of what other players are holding in their hands. It's a very accessible game. Anyone can play. It's a very short game, so you can use it as a perfect filler in between other games that you're playing or while waiting for someone, or if you just have 15 minutes to do something quick. Love Letter's a great game. One thing I haven't mentioned is that this game lets you take risks, because normally in games, if it's a 60-minute game, you don't want to take a huge risk because it might not pay off in the long run. Where in this game, it's okay to take a huge risk because worst case scenario, you're out of the round and you're going to be right back in 2 more minutes. And I think that's a lot of fun, a chance to take pretty big risks, but not have any real negative side effect to it. The one negative thing I would say about this game is that it's a filler, and that's not really even a negative. That's more just a type of game that it is. It's intended as a game that will play in 15 minutes. Some people turn their noses up and are too good for these filler games. But if you're going to have one, I think Love Letter is the game to have because of all the reasons that I've mentioned. Overall, I give Love Letter an A. It definitely deserves a thumbs up. This is a game that I would recommend for any group to own because it's such a perfect filler. It's a perfect bang for your buck. There are a few spin-off versions, none of which I've actually played. I've only played the traditional Love Letter. If you've tried any of the others, I'd love to hear what you think about them and if there's one that you think is the best. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. Until next time.